Welcome back to another episode of Dialogue Tree. I am Matthew Peterson, as always joined by Daniel Padilla.
Sup?
And we have a very special guest with us, Owen, today.
Was poppin' Jimbos?
Hey.
Y'all ready to discuss the important topics affecting average young Americans today?
Yes.
Always, dude. Always. I'm always prepared.
Before we get started, real quick, Owen, we've been doing this thing. Whenever we have a guest on, they give us their full name, social security number, address,
Credit card
and those
number.
3 numbers on the back of your credit card.
Well, yeah. So my name is Owen Horatio Connell. My biggest fears are wildebeests and the cold, dark abyss of space. I'm generally alone in my unlocked apartment.
Excellent.
Located at a Main Street, Wyoming, typically between average work days.
Okay,
so,
cool.
Just want to swing by, let me know,
You can expect me to knock on your door anytime between right now and 6 hours from right now.
I'll be awake. We'll have a party, it'll be
Cool.
It'll be great.
And just
I'll bring the hot chocolate.
First pet's name, first pet.
It's Mr. Mistopheles.
Mr. Mistopheles. Okay. Thank you.
And first grade teacher name as well.
Did I ever tell you about my 5th grade teacher?
No, probably not. I don't remember.
No, dude.
So I am horrible at division and I cannot read cursive. And the reason why is because when I was in 5th grade, when we were supposed to be learning that, my teacher instead thought, oh, you know what would be a better use of these kids' time? Watching Ace of Cakes, in the middle of class.
I don't fucking believe this.
I mean, honestly, I've never used cursive.
No, but then when I went to middle school and everyone was able to do division, I was like, oh shit.
Uh-oh.
What would what's his name? Ace Duffman do? Which would probably be make a cake out of plywood and then cover it in Spider-Man stickers.
What even is that? Is that like a reality TV about people making cakes?
Yeah.
I have no idea what it is.
One of those things where it was this eccentric baker with a soul patch, which is all you need to know about him, running this bakery in Baltimore.
Yes.
And people would call and make custom wild cakes. But most of the time it was just plywood base, layers of Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah,
and then
I always
he'd cover it in food coloring and paint pretty much and be like, it's a cake.
I always got the impression from
okay.
that it was just it was more of a sculpture. Why is it even a cake anymore?
Right.
It's a sculpture that you can lick, and, not break a tooth on.
You're right. Yeah.
My favorite kind of sculpture. I mean, I'll be licking all those sculptures in the streets, and they all taste like garbage.
Yeah.
So
I think it's kind of the same thing with the Nintendo Switch cartridges. They don't want you to put your mouth on it, so they make them taste bad on purpose.
Have you done that?
Yeah, it's not good.
I always do for every single game that I get. I always do.
I'm always worried that
and they all taste like
I'm
garbage.
I'll either accidentally swallow it or I'll do something that'll mess up the cartridge, and then it's $60 down the drain, pretty much.
I've only tried it once. They need to come out with some better flavors because they're honestly shit.
Yeah, they're all garbage. I have 10 cartridges, I think, and they all taste like garbage.
I hope when bootleg and homebrew Switch cartridges come out, they will be kind of lemon or orange flavored. Something nice.
When you said that, I was imagining these old European guys in a whiskey distillery, distilling artisanal Switch flavors. Just be no,
yeah,
we need to add more clove in this batch. It's not good enough.
Hell yeah! What the hell's going on with your life, Owen?
Going on with my life. I got a job interview tomorrow that I'm looking forward to.
No shit, dude. Job for what? Good luck.
It's going to be a. All right, now I gotta stretch my very poor memory. I will be working for a school program potentially in Vermont. I'd be doing a lesson planning,
sweet, dude.
For a bunch of stuff.
That sounds
It'd be
sweet.
a temporary thing, but I'd like to work and / live in Vermont full time. So I think, if I get this, it'll be a great opportunity.
Right.
Yeah.
State college, Pennsylvania, state college where I am now is not a fun place to be.
Well, good luck.
Hey, thank you. I'll refer them to this, so that way they can see how dedicated.
Okay, say it in 1 week. Please log on and listen to my episode.
Just hey, sub these guys on Patreon, and you can get them early.
Yeah.
So, hey, maybe get me. Do you guys have a Patreon?
No, we have 0 monetization systems currently.
Yeah.
Get on that, man.
I guess
y'all are dropping fire stuff.
Yeah, we also had Nick Kirshner on the show like a few weeks ago, and we did a lot of trash talking about a lot of like potential sponsorship brands and
companies
stuff.
just kind of
Oh
yeah.
no, I heard that one. Like,
Oh, and we also had we had Kyle Massey on, who was a very like anarcho socialist. So I think we've like torpedoed all like company sponsorships. So it would have to be through Patreon if we ever made any money.
okay, so I haven't
Right.
listened to that one, but that's my question. Was that the actual Kyle Massey from Corey in the House?
Of course.
Of course, dog.
Is he aware of like the how that's the best anime of all time?
About he actually specifically was was wanting to talk about more about his other work and his activism in relation to Hong Kong.
Yeah, he was not into. He was not at all about talking about his involvement with Disney over the last few decades.
What that like? Where do you go when you've already like reached the peak, man? Like,
Yeah,
he
you're
was
right.
Corey, and he was in the house
He was living in the White House.
with
What the hell was he even doing
trying
there?
to remember my Corey in the House lore.
The dad, is that how you're
Yep,
thinking
the
of?
dad, George Bush,
And there's a white
God.
skater dude and like a short, tough girl, I think.
Oh yeah, no, like it was like the God. I remember that. There was like this weird. She was like a ambassador's daughter from some like
Yeah.
made up
Yeah, I
country.
remember there
It was
being
just,
some
like,
chick that I thought was hot when I was little.
Oh,
Wherever that
that's
was.
there's like a meme, like a copy pasta about Corey trying to jerk off to the ambassador's daughter, but the Secret
Oh,
Service
God.
keeps watching him and he can't do it.
That sounds fucking like torture, man.
Yeah, I won't read it here.
Jesus Christ.
So what the hell was Corey doing in the house anyway? I never knew.
I
Just being
you know,
just being a nuisance, like interfering with like
nuisance.
global politics, like
Okay.
he was getting in the way. That's what he did in the house.
Okay.
yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, like sort of his sister was Raven from That's So Raven. So
Yes.
my
but she
my
wasn't
question
in
is
it.
why didn't Corey get like cool psychic powers, but Raven did?
Yeah, what the fuck is that about?
Well, Raven's powers are, if you think about it, kind of useless except as a narrative device because whenever she gets a vision, it prompts her to do something that causes the vision to come true. I don't think any episode of That's So Raven has any other plot besides that.
Did they
So,
ever explain where that came from? Like,
I'm not deep enough into the lore to answer that, man.
it's like she offended some ancient pig god, and like, all right, now you can see the future from now on, but you could not do anything to change it. Like Helen of Troy, where it's like, all right, the sun god's mad at you, so you'll be cursed with this.
I kind of have a feeling she starts the first episode without it and something happens, but honestly, I can't remember.
Yeah,
You know,
that shit was so long
that's
ago.
for
I
the
have no
fantasy
idea.
side. I'm glad that they left it open-ended and trusted the audience that they were smart enough to draw their own conclusions.
If anyone out there who is listening to this shit knows how Raven got her powers, please like, comment, and subscribe with the answer to this, and we'll make sure to share it to everyone else.
Thank you,
Yes.
all of you, and God bless you.
Matthew, what's going on with your life, dude? How has your life changed since we last recorded the last night?
Since I talked to you yesterday, not
Yeah.
too much.
Not too much.
I've been doing yoga again for
Oh,
the
hell
new
yeah,
year,
man.
new decade. It's good to get back into it. Like I used to do it
Yeah.
almost daily, and then I just kind of stopped for like 5 months, and now I started doing it again, kind of on a whim, and it feels good.
How do you do it? Like, do you watch like YouTube to it, or do you just do what you remember? Or,
So I used to just do it on my own, but I'm watching a YouTube thing now because,
Is it yoga with Adrian?
yeah, of course. I don't think there's any other one.
When I do yoga, that's why I listen to her as well.
I don't know of any other.
Who is
She's
this,
just
sorry?
eclipsed all her competition. Her name is Adrian, and she just has like a massively successful YouTube channel. She must have millions of
sweet.
Oh,
subscribers.
she definitely does.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean it's very good. There's nothing wrong with her content. It's
Yeah.
just like she is monopolizing the yoga YouTube sphere.
Like the yoga
Right.
mafia coming to other YouTubers' house, be like, "Hey, you gotta pay your dues. We're gonna break your legs."
But yeah, once I get like more comfortable with it, I usually just prefer to do it on my own, whatever like I think I would want to do that day. Yeah, she has
Right.
6 million subscribers.
Oh wow,
Holy shit, dude.
good for her.
She's getting close
Yeah,
to us, a
good.
little on her heels.
Right.
You guys gotta
Uh,
open up like yoga videos then, just really sort of edge her out of the competition.
Yeah, Matthew can be our instructor.
I have led one yoga class before
How'd it go?
with
Oh,
Nick
sweet.
Kirshner and his girlfriend,
Oh,
who has
shit.
yet to
Nice.
appear on this show.
Yeah.
It was actually really good. We did it in their apartment, so there was like no room, but it was still a good time.
You just like invited strangers over to your apartment and like did yoga?
No,
or,
it
like,
was
how did that go?
there was their apartment. They asked me to do it for them.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not the
it's
weird
like
one.
You taught them yoga then.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I get it. Okay. How long have you been doing this shit for, dude?
Probably since I moved to Florence Street. So,
Really? Damn, dude. So like a good few years.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Okay.
but it's been
cool.
like on and off, you know.
Of
Oh,
course.
that's
I mean,
awesome.
that's fair. Along those lines, I did jump rope today for the first time in the year, and honestly, for the first time in a good few months. I watched these dudes. They're called the jump rope dudes, and they like coach you and tell you about good jump ropes and like different styles and whatever. They released a video a while ago about how like doing jump rope just for like 5 minutes every day can help you build the habit again.
Mhm.
And so that's what I did. I just did for like 5 minutes, and right after I finished, I felt like the king of the fucking world, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it felt so good.
The closest I've gotten to that is I cleaned my car today, and I was just like,
Hey,
man,
that's something.
feels good.
Yeah, dude.
I
It's
haven't
a
cleaned
fucking
car in
victory in my
ages.
book.
Like, I was like cleaning. I found like a sheet of One Direction fake nails from my sister was like 10. I was like, oh my god, how long have these been in here? They're like underneath like
Damn,
a layer
dude.
of crap.
That's vintage, dude.
I can sell those for money when
Yeah.
people want to start buying like fake nails.
a few months ago, I dropped by mistake a lot of mints on my friend's car
Oh, jeez.
because we went out that night, and substances were consumed, and as we were driving back to our homes, I wanted a mint, but as I was not in my full senses, a lot of them were dropped out of the little box, and to this day, he's still picking them out of his car. Like he said he vacuums. He said he vacuumed his car, but like every now and then he'll still like find one like on the railings of the seat or whatever.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a mint story. Just like 'cause everyone has their own like fun mint story. I bought a jacket online. I think they were doing like a Valentine's Day special or something that I wasn't aware of. But in the pocket of like the jacket, it was like a box of mints, but it was in a clear plastic box unlabeled and just said for a good time. And I was like, these guys like just sent me. I just here. They turned out to be mints, but I was just like, where did I get this jacket from? And what am I involved in?
Well, I'm glad you were brave enough to just go for it.
Yeah, just want I am brave because I took a mint. Yep, thank you.
Dude, that could have been a Quaalude. You never know. It could be.
Fair enough.
Owen, what's your favorite memory of 2019, dude?
All right, favorite memory. All right. So I was hiking in Muir Woods. I lived in California for 2019. I was teaching out there.
Okay, cool.
So I was hiking out in Muir Woods. Beautiful place. I was with like my roommate and one of his friends. And they were like fast hikers. They'll just like book it. So I was like, I'm not gonna get winded on this giant mountain. I'm just gonna like do my own thing. They know I am.
Right.
So I'm like just taking like a quick water break on this really nice stump. Like I'm just like chilling here. It's like this like nice mossy covered stump, and I'm like, you know what? I have not done this in a while. I'm gonna sit at this stump because it's like a very naturey, like peaceful place. I said like a quick prayer. I was like, hey,
oh, nice.
Like, yeah, no, and then like as soon as I opened my eyes, there's this giant raven like standing right in front of me. Like,
I don't believe it.
Yeah, no, trust me. Like, and like it's weird because like I go close to it and it doesn't like move. It just like flies away to like a very close tree, and then like it flies a little bit more, turns. I go closer to it, flies away, and I'm like going on this journey with this raven, which is watching it like chip away at a tree and like build a nest. And I'm there for a while. Like I think I spent like 40 minutes just like communing with this raven, because I think I'd finished American Gods at that time, so like Odin was on my mind, like his like two ravens that like search the world. And I was like, oh my god, this is
That's
Odin.
sick, man.
Like after 40 minutes of watching the raven, I like go like start thinking like, all right, I should probably follow my roommate. He's like, where the hell were you? Like they're half expecting me to like come back with like this giant grizzled like beard, like a felt cloak being like, I've seen so much things. I've been to the realm of the
Right.
dwarves, and I've drank the liquid of knowledge. We're like, what the hell are you
Right.
doing? Just like talking with my man Odin.
No, that's lovely. I love that. It's funny that you should say that, because one of my favorite memories, if not the favorite memory that I have in 2019, is also going hiking with a bunch of friends here in Honduras early in January.
Oh yeah.
And we were hiking down this like coffee farm, right? Like the trail was like wherever the coffee people were harvesting the coffee from. But it led to this like waterfall, like a beautiful fucking waterfall.
Oh,
and
wow.
like, yeah, and it was pretty, right? And there's a lot of good people and stuff. And so like, I don't know, for a second I just started thinking like, wow, there's like literally hundreds, thousands of people, millions of people, maybe even, that'll never, because of whatever reasons, that'll never be able to experience something like this, right? Maybe they can't like walk or whatever or something, right? They'll never be able to like walk all the way here and see this shit. And so like, I don't know, I was very moved at that point too. So like, I just like separated myself a little bit from the group that I was with, and I felt, I haven't been like very spiritual over the last few years, for whatever the reasons that may be, but I felt compelled at that moment to like take a step back and just literally just like say a little prayer, because I was thankful that I was able to physically just be there. You know what I mean?
Oh, that is beautiful, man. Like,
yeah,
like a really powerful moment.
Yeah.
I love that. What about you, Matt? When was the last time you prayed on a hike?
Let me think. I mean,
everyone's got a mint story and a praying on a hike story. Come on.
I definitely have used the Lord's name in vain while hiking, if that counts. Because I remember.
What is the backstory behind that? Like,
everyone was so trashed. So this is when I was like living with Cam and Jordan, and I would go every Sunday with Amanda to go hiking up. God, what's it called? Wachusett.
Massachusetts?
Yeah. And everyone was like blazed and blasted from this party last night. But I'm like, they had agreed to go, I guess, with us. So I was like, all right, guys, get up. It's like 6 a.m. We're going to the mountain. And they're like, oh my God. But I mean, to their credit, they got in the car and we drive out there. And then we get there and Cam's like, I can't do it, dude. So we have to leave one party member. Cam sleeps in the car the entire hike. He was actually still asleep when he came back. So he was fine, but he was not ready to walk. And then
you have to like leave a note on the door, just be like, hey, this guy's sleeping. Like,
we just left. I don't know. It's a national park. There's guards. Or not national. It's a state park. There's people
it's
around.
Like, oh, it's just an unconscious man. This guy's drunk.
I better get him out of there. But it was like really icy also, because it was kind of wintry at the time. So it was like just this slow, nauseous crawl up the mountain, and then on the way down it was like a slippery, slow, like picking your way down or just like falling and sliding down stuff, because there's like this entire flat area where there's no handhold. So when it's icy, you literally just have to go on your butt and like grab like a tree branch on the way down before you get going too fast, because there's no way to stop yourself. So that was a bit sickening, but I'm still glad we went. It was a good hike.
Hell yeah. Where I work, I like kind of hike for a living, so that's like one of the best parts of like my day, just like going out for hikes.
That's cool. That's very nice.
Yeah.
I haven't been hiking in a while. You know about Sleeping Giant, don't you, Owen?
Oh no, I love Sleeping Giant. That was like my favorite thing as a kid.
I went semi recently, and it's just kind of a shame because
it got wrecked, right?
Yeah, it was closed for like a whole year. And so when you go there now, it's just like, it's still nice, but you can tell like half the trees are missing and parts of it are still closed. It's so destroyed now, and it's very hot because there's no like shade now for most of it.
Oh geez.
Yeah, so it's kind of unfortunate.
Oh man, like it's like such a big part of like.
Sorry, what's going on?
We were just talking about this like famous mountain in Connecticut that is still hikeable now, but there was like this big storm that took out a ton of trees and kind of made it a lot less nice.
Yeah, messed up like the trails and whatever.
Yeah, there's not much shade, and it just looks worse now.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Speaking of being in the woods and having weird sort of like spiritual moments, were you not able to listen to me telling you about the moles, dude, that one time?
Oh, when I was super high in the woods, yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I could hear you and Spencer. Like I could definitely pay attention to you, but I was like, this is not important right now to me. No offense.
Well, you certainly smiled when I mentioned
I was like, I could still hear people talking around me.
Okay. Okay, because I think that was like the first the first signal of like life that you gave for like a while. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. At one point, Spencer was like, I was like, definitely listening to him, and he's like, I know you're listening to me, you asshole. And I started laughing, and I was like, yeah. But then I didn't like say anything else.
That's excellent.
So, what was up with the moles? Like, what are they doing?
Oh,
do you know about Mario and what is it, Daniel? What is the game?
Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story.
Do you mean Monty Mole from Mario?
No,
Yeah,
well, they might be like Monty Moles, but it's like a specific set of Monty Mole brothers in one of the Mario RPGs, and Daniel kept telling me about like, wow, wait till you get to the Monty Moles, dude.
That was my favorite. That was my favorite part of the entire game, dude. Those guys are so funny, man. They made me laugh so hard when I played through the game.
I mean, they were cute and all, but I get there and I'm like, wow, this is gonna be like some sort of epic quest or whatever. I don't know. You get there and they just like, I think they're just merchants. They just sell you like pants and like health.
Yeah, but they like talk really funny. I don't know. I just love the way that they talk. I just love how they're written.
No, I did like them, but you super hyped it up.
No, but it was also funny. It was also funny because it took you a long time to get to them. I guess I didn't remember how far into the game they actually appeared.
Yeah, it was very
like
you kept asking.
I would always ask you about them, and you were like, "No, dude, I have not seen them."
Every day you were like, "Have you seen the moles yet?"
The only experience I have with Monty Mole is from like those Mario soccer games.
Oh yeah,
like,
crazy
freshman year I
strong.
played with Aaron, who's like, like Danny, you know Aaron, right?
Yeah, of course, dog.
Very muscular, jacked, like power lifter. So
yeah,
I found out like he gets very scarily competitive a lot in different games. So
I was just gonna say
soccer,
he's like specifically competitive about that game.
Yes, yes.
We were playing like Mario, like strikers would be like him, like yelling at the screen, like "Fucking do it, Monty Ball! I swear to God!" Just like me, like never played this game before, just like holding my GameCube controller, like "Do it, you got it, Shaq. It'll be okay." Like as soon as I was like, "I'm never playing this game with you. You are terrifying to fight against."
Yeah, I actually played through the whole like campaign with him at one point, like one night, and he was like so into it. We stayed up like till I don't know, so late just finishing the Mario Strikers campaign. Yeah, I've never seen someone so competitive about it.
I know, we're just like Mario Soccer. I'm just like, wow, this is like your passion.
Because Mario Soccer is kind of ass. Like some characters' dodges can just go through the goalie. No, it's like fun. It's just like if you're gonna like be competitive about it.
Oh, you're right.
You can just cheese everything.
Game.
Yeah,
it's a niche.
It is not a competitive game.
About.
Yeah, it's definitely fun.
There's so much random shit that I don't think is like an adequate competitive game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a lot of like random shit just happens. I don't know.
So there's like anything that gets you guys like weirdly competitive.
I get super competitive. I get super competitive on FIFA, man.
Really?
I am one of those dudes. Yeah.
Oh,
dude,
like, how is FIFA? I've never played any of those soccer games. Are they fun?
I think they are because I just really
good.
I think they are because I just really like the sport, you know what I mean? And so like it's just fun for me to like play with my favorite teams and like try to, you know, I guess like play the way that I would like make them play if I, you know, in some alternate universe were their coach and whatever. Yeah. I just like try different things. And also I usually go for like more, if you will, underdog type teams. Maybe not quite underdog, but definitely teams that you don't quite expect to win the shit every year. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, it's always weirdly satisfying to me to like use these teams and beat my friends who use like the bigger, usually, you know, traditionally stronger teams and whatever.
Is there a tier list between all the teams in FIFA then? Like,
yeah.
There's even like an internal like stats.
Yeah.
Like they're literally ranked.
They're literally ranked in stars and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it definitely is.
That's what I was thinking. Like, so where's the competitive edge to? Where's the type matchup? I was like fucking playing Pokemon logic to soccer teams.
It's a little more just like higher numbers.
Exactly. Right. That's kind of what it is. Right.
Unfortunately,
the higher the players are ranked, like the better they're going to perform, I guess.
Yeah.
Like the more likely it is that when you press the circle button, the more likely that the shot is going to go to like goal,
or like they will less likely to mess up the pass, which is
right.
Yeah. I remember before Spencer's PlayStation got stolen freshman year. I don't know what FIFA game this was, but we had a FIFA game and it had like, you know, the create a character, you can like make your own guy.
Yeah.
And I went on the FIFA upload your character and I just searched Pele, and I just sorted by like most powerful, and then I downloaded the most 11 powerful Pele character custom characters I could, and I made the Pele
sweet,
11,
dude.
which is just this insane team of Peles. But like some of them are like. Some of them were like huge. Some of them were like 4 feet tall, and they were all like maniacs. Though it was an unstoppable squad.
That sounds insane.
It's not really a balanced game in that kind of way. How does online work for that? Like, what if I just pick Real? Like, do you have to queue like a good team to win online? You know what I'm saying?
You'll definitely run into a variety of teams. You'll most likely, when I used to play, I haven't played online a lot. In the last couple of years, I played online a lot, 2017 and 2018, and I would always use the same team. 2018, I think the hottest teams were perhaps Real Madrid because they had Ronaldo still, who's like hot shit. I think the other popular ones were like Juve and even Barcelona. Barcelona is always in the mix, you know what I mean? And those are like, even PSG, that French team that has like all the money to get all the players and whatever. Those are perhaps like the 3 or 4 teams that you'll run into the most. And I think they were all like statistically supposed to be better than the team that I used. I used Tottenham Hotspur.
But you would just get matched with these people anyways. There wasn't like system to account for that.
No, you just have to deal with it. I had people cream me with I guess weaker teams, if you will.
Yeah.
Literally creamed by these assholes. Yeah.
It's just weird that there's not like any brackets because in real life, Manchester United doesn't play like I don't know, the U.S. League or whatever, or the U.S. Women's League.
No.
Like
right,
that is. You won't. New decade, they can.
You won't be matched up with the lady teams, that's for sure.
Oh, okay.
But you could if I were to play with the Revs, I could very well be matched up with like Real Madrid and shit.
Yeah, and it's like there's no accountability on the system.
I don't think there is. I play a lot of Pro Evolution Soccer. I think is better than FIFA. And there's because Pro Evolution Soccer has this thing of like pass assistance, I think is what it's called. So like there is an option with that shit when you play online, like play against players that use like your own level, like the same level of pass assistance that you use, or that kind of deal. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I've also heard that series has better ball physics.
You know what I say, dude? You know what I always say? My favorite part about reading reviews of sports games is when they talk about ball physics. I do agree though, like moving on from the horrible joke that I just made, I do agree. I do think that Pro Evolution has just a lot better gameplay in general than FIFA does.
That's a little bit of a hot take, but not like too much.
I mean, it is here. All my friends shit on me for playing Pro Evolution Soccer, but I think like on, I don't know, like on dedicated forums, I think most people would agree that it is like a better game on the field than FIFA is. Yeah,
I'm not like into sports games much. My perception was that it's like a Pepsi Coke thing where it's not really.
Yeah, no, I get shat on a lot. I get shat on a lot for sure for playing PES, but I just think it's better, to be honest. I have more fun with it for sure. So whatever.
Well, that's like the most important thing at that point.
Exactly right, Matthew. Any game that you're weirdly competitive at?
This is actually kind of made me think of it because we were talking about the Mario Soccer. Spencer and I had some fast and furious matches of Mario Baseball, dude. That game.
Really?
Yeah, that game is unbalanced and janky as hell, but damn, you gotta win. You gotta win.
I don't think I ever played a full match with you guys of that shit ever. I know we tried. Fun. Yeah, why didn't we ever play? I feel like we started games and stuff, but I don't think we ever finished one. Maybe we did. Maybe
I'm competitive about Smash too, but that's pretty normal.
Yeah.
Have they added the new like season challenger or whatever yet, or not yet?
The new character
one.
Yeah.
This episode was recorded before the recent Smash reveal, so I guess like trigger warning if you don't want to think about the new character, skip ahead like 2.5 minutes. Yeah,
Is
Terry.
Not yet.
Oh, I thought you meant Terry.
Oh no, Terry. Yeah, no, they added all I know about like Terry is like the my Shiranui memes were just like, she can't be in this game. What do you think?
Oh right, because boobs.
Yeah, pretty much. Like
right.
It's my boy Layton, my boy Professor Layton. He's got to be in there. I've been rooting.
Yeah,
for him
I'd like to see Layton in Smash. It'd be funny as hell.
He's got to do it. He's the greatest character ever made.
Like I said, if Phoenix Wright can be in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and his
Yeah,
moves are like he sneezes and like
Yeah.
falls over on you. Like Professor Layton could
Right.
be in Smash.
I was thinking like he like picks up Luke and just beats the other opponent with him.
the it's not a character, but the brain train guy from DS is in Smash. The one where you draw the numbers and do like addition problems for your memory. That's in Smash.
Really?
So like, yeah, he's an assist trophy, so anything could be in Smash.
What's an obscure, really bad game that they could like put in there? Like,
As a main character to annoy people or what?
yeah, I guess like just like to really, like it's like what they did with like Greninja's reveal. Like the silhouette was Mewtwo, and then at the last second they switch it with like a Greninja's model. So something they could do with that. Be like, nope, eat shit.
But that's not so bad because Mewtwo was in the game.
Was he? I thought he wasn't in the like the last
in
one
what?
for the Wii U. Was he in that?
Yeah. Oh, he was DLC. You know what? That's why.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I understand that.
They could add Woodman.
Woodman from Mega Man
Yeah.
2. Yeah, he's already in.
Of course.
He's like a sticker, so yeah, why not?
What if it was like the silhouette of Waluigi, and then it turns out like ukulele?
It's just Woodman. Or the silhouette isn't right at all. It's just like
It's a completely different character. I just heard friggin' Sans is in the game. Like,
yeah.
that completely
Oh,
slipped
right.
my mind. Like, I remember like just loving
Sans
that shit.
Undertale in 2020.
Yeah, oh, you know what? Lancer, he could be the next character.
I love
So-
Lancer.
He's the
I don't know.
best
Is that Undertale?
That
as
is
well? I don't know if there's-
Deltarune.
yeah.
Deltarune. Okay. That game hasn't been completed yet, has it?
No, only Act 1 is out. I have no idea how many there's going to be.
Right.
I checked his Twitter. I think he's clearly working on it. I think.
No, I trust that he's
Yeah.
working on it.
Yeah, Toby
It
Fox
takes
would
time.
never lie to us.
I mean, it was free anyways.
yeah.
The first one, so whatever. I can't
Right.
complain. Yeah, I like Deltarune. It was very short, but a good time.
I had a lot of fun. I don't listen to the soundtrack as much. Like I still like have like the Undertale soundtrack on my phone. Like listen to it. But I think there's like maybe 2 or 3 songs from Deltarune. I'm like, oh, this slaps. Like, hell yeah. I'll bop to it. I'll jive.
Honestly, I would say you should pick up Deltarune, Daniel, because it's free. Because
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you don't have to play Undertale to like get it. Really, you know what I mean? You could just jump into it.
Yeah.
Matt,
Yes.
will you buy me Undertale?
No, I'll buy Deltarune.
Fine. God damn it.
How much is
I've been
Undertale?
trying to-
It's
I've been
probably like
trying to-
$2, dude.
I think it's on sale right now, like the
Yeah.
Switch. Like it's gotta be like
I've been trying to get Matthew to buy me Axiom Verge for like the last 2 years, and he just hasn't. I just haven't been able to fucking twist him.
Well,
dude.
and then Daniel's like, "Hey, Axiom Verge is really cheap right now. Should I buy it?" I say, "Go for it." And then like 2 days later, he says, "Oh, I never bought it."
yeah, and then it wasn't on sale anymore, so I fucked up. Yeah.
so Matt.
Mhm.
Is it on sale right now? And should I buy it?
Nut Dealer or Axiom Verge?
I don't both, I guess. Like what are your tell me your opinion on both.
I've never played Axiom Verge. It looks boring to me, so that's all right. We got that out of the way. That was
All
fast. Undertale is super good. Super.
What's it about? I've never heard of this.
It's about a comedy skeleton who goes around playing pranks on you, and you have to avoid his tricks and traps and make
What?
it to the end.
Well, that sounds fantastic. I'd like to buy him and put him in every game.
Yeah, it's a bit of an indie game.
Probably never going to show up on any like Game Awards or in any other games.
No, or Game Theory.
Oh God, that's right. He gave like the Pope a like Steam code to buy Undertale.
Really?